Hey there, meteorologist Paige Noel here, and we are talking about the drought conditions across East Tennessee. It's something we've been tracking very closely for you really over the past several weeks and really throughout the entire fall season. So this is something we're going to continue to monitor as well. We've been telling you for weeks now not to be burning anything, but it is so crucial that we're not doing this. We got some kind of scary facts with this drought for today. I'm going to share those as we head throughout here. So here's our drought monitor. This was on October 17th. Of this year, so you can see that the drought is starting to get worse in East Tennessee, and this is kind of a loop over the past kind of couple of weeks here. So you're seeing more of that moderate drought expanding to a severe, extreme, and now we're towards that exceptional drought here in East Tennessee, seeing parts of that move into our area. That is the highest category, so it's the most extreme level when you talk about the drought status. Here's a closer look at it. So this is the latest drought monitor. This came out this morning at 9 o'clock. These come out every Thursday, so we'll have a new one by next week, but this is the drought monitor for the week. So you can see really the majority of us here in East Tennessee are in a severe drought. And then you see another good portion, there's kind of that red color. That's an extreme drought. And then you have that exceptional drought, the highest category. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of just pop out our map here. These are all of our counties. So you can see parts of Knox County, a sliver of Anderson County, and then a good portion of Roane towards Loudoun County, McMinn, and then a sliver of Monroe County is in that exceptional drought. Again, that's the greatest risk. The last time East Tennessee and Knox County were in an exceptional drought was back in 2016. I'm sure a lot of you remember those wildfires back in 2016. So this is something we're watching very closely, and this is why we're telling you guys not to burn anything. Don't have the bonfires. If you're a smoker, just even flicking those cigarette butts out the window could be extremely dangerous. So just be careful with these conditions that we have right now. It's very dry. Not only do we have dry air in place, but we have that dry ground as well. Lots of kindling on the ground because of all those leaves. So this is just something we've been telling you about, and we're going to continue to talk about as we head into the next really several days. Now, I am here to tell you that we are tracking a little bit of relief on the way. We'll get into that in just a second, but there's actually some more facts here. So usually since September 1st, on average, we record about 8 inches of rain on average. So far, now, of course, this is recorded at the Knoxville airport, so keep this in mind. We have gotten 1.07 inches of rain, so we are 7 inches below that average. So this so far is the driest fall on record. I say so far because the fall season isn't over yet. Meteorological fall isn't over until we get towards the end of November. So this is the driest fall season so far on record. That includes 2016. We finished the fall season in 2016, which is when the Gatlinburg wildfires happened. We finished that with 1.6 inches of rain, pretty sure on that number. So right now we're at 1.07. So far it is the driest on record. We'll keep you updated if that changes. Hopefully maybe we can get some rain and we're not the driest. We definitely don't want to be the driest fall on record. All right, let's talk a little bit about relief here. We're tracking some relief, not a lot of relief. Obviously, we are 7 inches behind the ball, so we need a lot of rain, but we don't need all that rain all at once. So we're tracking a little bit of rain to move in Friday into Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and say 1/4 of an inch at best. Not a lot of rain. Then a little bit more better news. Monday afternoon to evening to Tuesday, even into next Wednesday, a better chance of rain, maybe bringing us closer to about 1/2 an inch, maybe a decent inch of rain into some spots. Something we're watching closely, a lot of these systems as they've been pushing in, some of the models, the maps that we look at, they'll say that we could get maybe up to about 1/2 an inch, a little bit more, and we're getting less than that. So it's just so dry out there that we're not getting a lot of moisture from these systems. So we're watching the timing and especially the amounts very closely as we head towards the next couple of days. I'm going to break down the first cold front that we're tracking. We've been talking about this for a while now. So this is that first cold front that's going to be moving in. This is tomorrow, so I think we're mostly dry throughout the day. See a few isolated spotty showers by the time we get towards Friday morning, but it's by the time we get into those afternoon hours becoming a little bit more scattered. But notice it's pretty widely scattered. I know with the last system, a lot of you got in on some isolated decent downpours. I know at my house it basically just kind of sprinkled and kind of just spit at me for a little bit, so we could kind of see that same type of system move through where we're just not getting a whole lot of rain. But I do think the majority of it, you can see a little bit of some yellows and some reds, some isolated pockets of some heavier rain starting to move in Friday night, especially after sunset. I do think we could see majority of this rain pushing in. Really, it's kind of starting to blow up right over the valley and then foothills towards the mountains, of course, an area that definitely needs it. And then I do think we're dry after that. So really, after we get through after midnight, could see a few showers kind of linger, but overall, I do think we're drying out by the time we get into Saturday morning. So here's a look at that rain forecast where you live. This is with that cold front that's moving through Friday. So again, you see about 1/4 of an inch at best. Kind of zooming in on some zones here because it looks like you could see maybe kind of towards those mountaintops like Townsend, towards Chilhowie and Blount County, down towards Tellico Plains, a little bit closer to about 1/4 of an inch. Right there on that Knox to Blount County line near the airport is less than 1/10 of an inch. Maybe closer to downtown Knoxville, though, getting about 1/4, about 3/10 of an inch up towards parts of the plateau. So, you know, Cumberland County to Morgan County, getting about 1/10 to isolated 1/4 of an inch. Same as we look up into parts of southeastern Kentucky. This model has a little bit of some heavier rain clipping parts of Harlan towards Bell County. Again, a lot of these systems haven't been putting out that much rain, so we'll kind of believe it when we see it, but I'm going to go ahead and say that average about 1/4 of an inch at best, and that's kind of what this map is showing you from Morristown to Dandridge, maybe getting a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch into Gatlinburg. Those blue spots are usually a little bit closer to about 1/2 an inch, so again, I'm not saying it's not possible. We just haven't been seeing that with the past few systems, so I'm not super convinced. I'm going to say about 1/4 of an inch at best with this system. Then here's this next system. I do think that brings us a little bit more rain. This one's going to move in Monday. So this is Thanksgiving week heading into next week, so we're kind of jumping forward a little bit, looking ahead to that next system. This one moves in as we head towards kind of Monday evening, moving in overnight into Tuesday. I know that looks like a lot of red and yellow. It looks like heavy rain, but I think at best, maybe 1/2 an inch to an inch. We're keeping our fingers crossed on that one. This could change as we head towards the next couple of days, but it looks like we could see kind of a big low pressure system and a cold front move through the region, and then that's going to provide those showers as we head throughout the day on Tuesday, and then drying out by Wednesday. I know we definitely need the rain. A lot of you are probably traveling heading into next week, whether it is Tuesday into Wednesday, so I do think we dry out Wednesday and looking a little bit drier heading towards Thanksgiving and towards the end of the week. So we are continuing to actually look at maps and models. The newest stuff is kind of coming in now. So we're going to have an updated track for you actually starting at 3:30 on WVLT. And we're going to continue to monitor these drought conditions as we head into really the next several days and even weeks. Even with these two systems we're tracking, it's not enough to get us out of this drought. So again, just do not burn anything right now. It is very, very dry out there. We're going to continue to track this and have a new track actually for tomorrow's rain and then for the rain that's expected next week, coming up on WVLT News at 3:30. So we'll see you then.